Tim's Tiny Arcade. You got caged.
Hello guys, this is Tim from Tim's Tiny Arcade, and today we are going to do a video. I just picked up a new Arcade1Up cab, and I ended up getting the Midway 12-in-1 Mortal Kombat cab. We're going to take a look at the control panel. We'll talk about that, do some gameplay on this. Let's jump into it. All right, so here is a look at the 12-in-1 Midway cabinet. I have it next to a Golden Tee and a Final Fight. I had this banner bought a while back, knowing that eventually I'd probably get a Mortal Kombat machine, and I put it right in the middle. And guys, I love the look at the cabinet. It's a little bit different, as you can see. These have wings, and we'll talk a little bit about that. Here is the control panel. So yeah, you got a dedicated control panel with all the correct buttons in the right locations. The screen itself looks amazing, and like I said, there's 12 games on there. We'll do some gameplay a little bit on each of them and take a look at them. And here, I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to pull this machine out, and we're going to take a look at the side art on this one. I got it pulled out, and this is what the side art looks like on the Mortal Kombat 2 12-in-1, and I really like the look of that. It's got blue, got a nice picture of Raiden with some lightning bolts on it. Also wanted to show you guys the front of the cab. As you can tell, they've got like a kind of a coin door on there instead of just listing the games, and I kind of like that look. But anyway guys, that's a look at that. I want to jump into some gameplay, and we'll start with Mortal Kombat. Alright guys, so I have the menu of games. These are the games you get with the 12-in-1. You get Mortal Kombat, Mortal Kombat 2, Ultimate Mortal Kombat. You get Tuban, Gauntlet, Wizard of War, Joust, Rampage, Root Beer Tapper, Defender, Bubbles, and Paperboy. Let's just jump right at the top. We'll start with Mortal Kombat and do some gameplay and talk about the games a little bit as we go. Alright guys, let's jump into this one. We're going to jump into Mortal Kombat. Let's go ahead and take Johnny Cage. I got this cabinet because I wanted the dedicated button layout from the arcade, and I am terrible at this game, so don't judge me on my gameplay. I'm definitely going to need some practice. Taking on Kano here, but the game looks amazing. Sounds on this are great. The controls are pretty darn good on it too. Hey, there we go. I'm so used to playing non-arcade lately. When I do play this game, it would be definitely with a different layout of buttons. This has a high punch, low punch, the block, high kick, and low kick. But as you can see, this game looks good, and it really sounds good, and runs amazing. And I got my butt kicked. All right, guys, Mortal Kombat 2. Let's go with Liu Kang. See if I fare any better. I'll show you a little bit of gameplay on this one, but I'm so excited I have Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and 3. There we go. Good start at least. Ooh, doing much better this game. I remember playing this at my local arcade, and there was people always playing this. Hey, actually got at least a win, but you can see this game looks great, guys. Playing like it should, and this is going to be a great cabinet for people coming over, and we're getting some fighting in. All right, let's jump into Mortal Kombat 3. All right, let me coin up here. Let's do a little Kano in this one. I played this one probably the least of the Mortal Kombats. So I gotta get used to this run button. All right. Here we go. This one always added that extra layer there. Let me see if I can try that run button. I'm not gonna be able to right there. Yep. Ran myself into some trouble. Wish I could show you some more of the moves, but I'm just, like I said, don't really know a lot of the moves. Need to get online and look some of them up. But as you can see, this game's running great like the other ones. Sounds great. Oh, bloody as all could be. And I love the Mortal Kombat. It's my favorite fighting series of all the games. Even though I'm not really good at them, I enjoy playing them. All right, guys, let's jump into the next game. All right, Tuban is the next one we're going to show. Now, you can see this is a vertical game, but they've done a nice job here putting some side art there instead of just having that black. And I think that looks good. So I think it looks really good. This game, I've played it before in the arcade. So you got the back there. You just got to kind of get used to the controls. You got a left and right. You can pick up stuff. You're kind of racing down the river. A lot of obstacles. You can backpedal. So you got 4 buttons you can use in this. It's actually a really fun game, and never was really good at it. I remember playing this on consoles. See if I can get the bonuses, but yeah, you try to go through there. This plays real good though, I will say that. Watch out for the fishermen. But yeah, great that they added this, and even though it's a vertical game, I think it looks really good on here. And a lot of fun, and this handles really good on this cab. All right, guys, jump into the next one. All right, the next one we're going to look at is Rampage. I'm pretty happy that they brought this back out. They had this come out like Wave 1, and I believe it was a 3-player cab. But yeah, I didn't get that cab, but this game was also in my arcade back in the day. The Tilt Arcade at our mall, and I remember playing this at the mall. All right, so you got a jump button and a punch button in this, and this cab obviously you can play 2 players. But this game is just a lot of fun. I mean, you just destroy the buildings, and it's nice that they put this on here. You can eat people. Gosh dang. This was always a lot of fun playing with a couple people. This was a game made by Brian Collin, and I've met him a few times. Super cool guy. I didn't get that first building. See if I got it. And then you jump off. You want to jump off before they collapse. But yeah, this is a super fun game, guys. Looks good on here. Plays good. No problem playing it. Get this guy. Let me destroy this last building here, and we'll move on to the next one. You got helicopters. Every level gets a lot harder. There we go. Level 1. You got a damage at the top of your health. You know, this was a quarter eater. Anyway, guys, that game looks good, plays good. Let's jump into the next one. All right, guys, the next game that we have on the cab, Joust. This is an excellent game. Let's go ahead and quarter up. I didn't see what button. I didn't look to see what I got. Okay. It's just a flat button. But yeah, this is a game that you can play 2-player also. Object of this game, just try to get over the top of the other one just a little bit. You can knock them off. Try to grab those eggs. Ooh. Yeah, the game. The sound on this Arcade1Up is definitely really good. Uh-oh. See if I can get him. Oh. There we go. Let me get the last guy. But yeah, this is a fun game. A very good addition to this cab. This will be a game I'll definitely be playing. I played this in the arcade a lot also. There we go. Get that egg. There we go. So this is a wave-based game. It gets harder and harder as you go. All right, guys, let's jump into the next one. All right, guys, the next game we're going to look at, Wizard of War. This was a game that I just loved hearing the sounds on. Now, on this one, we have to play, player 1 will be on the right side. You go through these dungeons, taking out these creatures. As you can see the scores there on them. Let me hit 1. So I'm the yellow guy at the bottom, and you got a radar there. Now you can take the other guy out, the blue guy that's walking around also, or he can help you, but you go for individual scores on this. There'll be invisible enemies in this. It's a lot of fun. If you've never played Wizard of War, I think this is a sleeper on the cabinet. There'll be, it's gonna get, this game gets tough too. Here, I took that guy out. See if I can get this guy here, kind of watch him on the radar. He's heading towards him. And they'll get fast. They'll be going really fast in this game. Oh, I couldn't get him. Oh, he shot me. We got one more guy on here. Let's see if we can get him, and then we'll move on to the next game. But I just kind of want to show you. You got a gate you can go through too. All right, the computer ended up getting them. Super fun two-player game, but also a good one-player game also. Let's jump into the next one. All right, guys, Gauntlet is the next one we're going to take a look at. Now, you can only play two-player on here, but I'm glad they added this game because this was on, I believe, the Rampage cabinet, if my memory serves me correctly, on Wave 1 when Arcade1Up did the this, and it had some issues with it, I remember, but anyway, you know, you can play two-player. Let's just go ahead and go with we'll go with the elf.
Welcome. Pressure 100 points.
All right, so, and the object of this is survival. All right, so I got my bow. This game's really hard by yourself, but the more people you have, it is a lot of fun. Trying to go through the different mazes, getting the keys. I remember this game in the arcade. There was so many people playing this when this came out. I mean, the machine was just covered with people. You couldn't even see what was going on. This was so much fun. And let me get back here and get so they just stream through this door. But yeah, I think this would be a fun, you know, playing with another person through this, trying to get through some of these mazes. Goodness sakes, it gets hard. Definitely, I was never really good at it, but your health gets beat up. Let's see if I can get that. Oh my. I think we're just going to try to run through it. There's meat there. I may not even make it. You got it on your health on the right. We're just exiting it out. That would take you to level 4. But yeah, it's a good addition, being on this cab. In the arcade, you could play up to 4 players, but this one you'll be able to play 2. All right, let's jump into the next one, guys. All right, guys, we're going to try Root Beer Tapper. Now, you can play it where you pour with the button, move with the joystick. Also, though, this is cool. You have the option to use the right joystick, kind of more like the arcade had it. So you would move with the left, and then you pour with the right joystick. I'm going to play it that way. It's kind of more authentic to the arcade. I'm not really good at this game, but I love the sounds. And I don't have it. I can't play it any other way on any of my, you know, systems or anything like that. It's always been the button. So I'm really glad that they added that feature on here. It's very close to the arcade. The game looks good and plays good. I'm just not good at it. Cleared the first 2 boards. This game, it gets relentless, man. The people keep coming in, and super fun game. Here, we'll do this real quick. This is the bonus. See if I can get this. So it's this one here. See if you guys can guess. I think it's here. See if I'm right. Nope. Let me know in the comments, guys, if you guess which one it was. All right, let's jump into the next one. All right, guys, the next one we're going to take a look at is Defender. I just wanted to kind of put this up. This shows the button layout. So your fire button will be the upper right. Your thrust will be the middle button. Reverse here. And Smart Bomb. So this was always a tough game to play in the arcade with the button layout. I always struggled with this game. So, all right, so let's test it out. You know, the thrust and the fire button aren't in bad position. What's the reverse? That's smart bomb. So, you know, I could get used to this button layout, I think. Like I say, it was a hard, you just gotta memorize it. It's not exactly like the arcade, I guess, but see if I can save that guy. I always love the sounds on this game. But I think it's definitely better than what they had on the original Arcade1Up. It was almost unplayable from what I understood. Definitely need to practice with the buttons a little bit, but definitely a playable game, I think, now. So some of the Defender fans may not like the setup, but anyway, it's at least playable on here, and I'm glad they added it. All right, let's jump into the next one. All right, guys, so here is the control panel for Paperboy, which I'm glad they added it, but this used a like a bicycle handle in the arcade. So the right button will be your pedal to pedal your guy. The middle button there will throw the paper, and the one to the left of that will be to brake. So I remember playing this in the arcade, but wasn't that great at it myself. All right, let's go ahead and we will start. Definitely going to take Easy Street.
Paperboy journeys through a world of incredible danger.
So you got to deliver the papers to all those houses. You got non-customers. I always like the sounds on this, and I remember. All right, so that's. Ooh, yeah, that's hard. This one might be one that I probably will play the least. At least I would. Oh, it is. This one's a little more difficult to handle, at least for me. It was always a hard game in the arcade anyway, I thought. There's my brake. Okay. So black houses don't deliver to. There's papers you pick up. Yeah, this one's a little more difficult. Get across that street. Oh. All right, so I just want to kind of show you the gameplay on it. This one here, like I say, not my favorite with the controls, but some people might be able to do it a lot better than I could. But yeah, like I said, the controls in the arcade were a lot different. All right, guys, I want to show you just a couple things about this cab so you guys do know about it. I'm going to turn the camera around here, and we're going to take a look at a couple things. First thing I want to talk about is where your hand will rest. There's a little lip here, so it's not like you're flat, and you may be touching the top and the side, and eventually that could wear out. Just saying, it's not as comfortable as, say, some of these other cabs that they originally came out that were flat, and your hand could go over the edge a lot easier. It's flat here where this has a lip. So that's kind of a negative. The other negative would be, this is me where I would be seeing right here, and then, you know, you're missing part of the screen because of this marquee with the wings and everything. If you're a taller person, it might be, you might have to step back a little bit as you play. So a couple of little bit negative things, because I do have this on a riser and everything, so it's kind of harder to see a little bit unless you stand back. But I will say overall, I really like this cabinet. Mine's not the lighted marquee. You know, you can get a lighted marquee one. This was a Walmart brand, a little bit cheaper. But anyway, guys, let me know what you think of the Mortal Kombat cab and some of these games on here and what you guys think about it. But anyway, I want to thank you for watching today's video, guys. Until next time, guys, keep on gaming.